Hello, good morning, children. I hope you all will be hale and hearty. Today, I am going to start the lesson, the last lesson. It is from the book Flamingo. It is the first lesson of the book, but its name is the last lesson. The last lesson doesn't mean that it is the last chapter. It is the last lesson of a teacher. Last lesson means which he is going to teach or which he is going to deliver for the last time because he has to leave the school from tomorrow. So this is the not last lesson, not last chapter, but last teaching of a teacher. In this chapter, the writer Alphonse Daudet describes about the Franco-Prussian War. And although the writer is not narrator, writer is not saying anything. He describes all this through a child. So we can say a child or a student is the narrator of this story. As we know, the language of a country is a life breath for life of the people. It is a bond that keeps the people united. It is the respiratory or storehouse of a nation's culture, history, and achievements. The people feel proud of their language as of their national flag or national anthem. The author calls language the key to their political freedom. And when I have already told you that this chapter has been taken at the time of Franco-Prussian War, and in that battle the French were defeated and taken out of much of Europe. The French districts of Alsace and Lorraine had also come under the Prussian rule, and it was ordered that these two districts, Alsace and Lorraine, their German would be taught. And when the lesson starts, the child, whose name is French, he starts for his school. His teacher, Mr. M. Hamel, had ordered him to remember to learn participles. And when he was going, he was thinking about it because he did not know anything about participles. He had not learned anything. So he hoped that he would be scolded by his teacher, M. Hamel. He plans on the way that he should leave the school. He should not go to the school. Instead of, he should go and play. It was a fine morning. The birds were chirping. He also noticed that the Persian soldiers were on their drill. He also wanted to go to the playground, to the park, to play there. But we can say that he was also a good student. He resisted his desires and started going towards his school. On the way, when he was going, he saw that on the way there was a crowd. He wanted to know the reason of this crowd. In those days, The news was written on the bulletin board, and the persons whoever wanted to know about the news, they had to go there to read the bulletin. As we know that French was already late for his school, so he did not stop there. He hurried to his school, but he wanted to know what was the reason why was there crowd. When he reached his school, he hoped, and as we know that before start the school, there is a great noise, there is great commotion, hustle and bustle. He hoped that in that hustle and bustle he would go into his class as he was already late. But when he reached near the room, he found that there was a great quietness in the class, and his teacher M. Hamel was already present in the class with his stick, or we can say iron rod. Now Franz was again afraid. He hoped that he would go into the class without being seen, but now he had to go in front of everyone. But when he entered into the class, his teacher M. Hamel did not scold him. He asked him only to go to his seat and sit down, and said that he was going to start lesson without him. When Franz sat in the class, he was very much surprised that some villagers were also sitting there on the back benches, which were always empty. He did not know the reason of it, but just then his teacher M. Hamel started speaking and told the students that it was his last lesson. From tomorrow, German would be taught to them, and a German teacher will come on tomorrow. So this was their last lesson. Hearing this, Franz was very much surprised and shocked. He knew that perhaps this news was written on the bulletin board. His teacher M. Hamel started teaching them, and as we know that the students were asked to learn about participles. He also said to French to recite them, but as we know, French did not know about those participles. He could not tell them, but the teacher did not scold him. He said that it was not his mistake. His family and even he himself were both were responsible for them, because his parents sometimes would send him to work in the fields or in the mill so that they could earn some money. He himself would sometimes declare a holiday when he would go for a fishing, or he would send French to water the plants in the garden. He also held him responsible to himself. Now, French realized why the villagers were sitting in the class. Perhaps they had come to show their respect to the teacher, as M. Hamel had been teaching in the same school for the 40 years. After that, M. Hamel taught everything, although it was his last lesson, and we often see that in our country, or we can say in our state, teachers stop teaching even the last year, that it is my last year, I will retire this year, what should I teach, why should I teach? But it is not so with M. Hamel. He took his class and taught everything, even the last day. After teaching them, he recited everything. He brought some new copies for children, and the children wrote French on those new copies, new books. Then M. Hamel told them about the importance of language and said that French language is the most beautiful, most logical, and clearest language in the world, and they should keep it as the key of their freedom. It seemed that M. Hamel wanted to teach everything to the students on the last day, although it was a very emotional time. The teacher and children all were very emotional. Just then, the church clock struck 12 and the class was over. M. Hamel was too much emotional that he could not even speak when he said that now the school was over, but he could say nothing. He took a piece of chalk, went to the blackboard, and wrote, Vive la France. It means long live France. And due to emotion, his throat choked and he could not speak. He only indicated to the students that now the class was over and they could leave the school and go.